often do you show your true, messy, not polished, yet wonderful self to the world? And how often do you hold back, too scared of what other people may think? Your classmates, distant relatives, or even strangers on the street. Think about the last time you actually ignored those fears and listened to yourself instead. How did it feel? Was it joyful, terrifying, freeing, perhaps? Well, we've all been there, haven't we? Feeling whitened down by the fear of being judged. And let's be honest, that's exhausting. But here's the thing. How do some people seem so unaffected, even thriving despite being talked about? How do they manage to care less about others' thoughts? Well, that is the puzzle I want to explore with you today. The truth is, this fear of judgment often ties back to something deeper: low self-esteem. It's a heavy word, yeah, for sure, but it's also something almost all of us face at some point in life, especially during those awkward figuring out years of adolescence and early adulthood. In fact, a 2017 study published in Psychological Bulletin found that approximately 85% of people struggle with low self-esteem at some point in life, meaning most people around you have felt just as unsure about themselves as you may feel right now. Turns out it's universal, yet it may feel so isolating. This struggle often begins in childhood. The adults around us, parents, teachers, role models, shape how we view ourselves. Every comment, whether uplifting or critical, or even the absence of it, builds the foundation for our self-worth. But as adults, congratulations, we gain the power to rebuild this narrative, even though it's not an easy task. Seeking validation is often an unconscious attempt to boost our self-confidence. However, relying on fluctuating opinions is approximately as stable as the weather, meaning unpredictable and uncontrollable. I know this firsthand. I used to downplay my own opinions, trying to fit in, until I realized I was slowly losing myself in the process. One of my wake-up calls came during a project I poured my heart into. I cared so deeply about it, yet when a close person in a bad mood spilled hard criticism on me, it completely shattered my confidence, making me feel like everything I've done was useless. I was hurt, really hurt. In desperation, I created a survey for other project participants and asked them for feedback, hoping for reassurance. And the responses were positive, yet casual. Nothing as serious or profound I hoped for, but still, it didn't outweigh that single negative comment. I didn't understand what was wrong this time. Why was there a tone off, and why even this survey didn't help me calm my heart? And that's when it hit me. No one cares about me or my work as much as I do. And that's okay, because honestly, why would they? Don't people have their own stuff to worry about? It was, in fact, me who had let one person's words hold too much power enough to hurt me. So why not take that power back? This realization was freeing and terrifying. Obviously, I didn't become a confidence guru instantly, but I believed that was a crucial first step. It wasn't validation or even the enough amount of it that built my confidence. It was my decision to stop seeking it. This path isn't easy though. One of the things that helped me was my photography hobby. I took photos of what I found beautiful, not for praise or somebody's judgment, but for myself, my own aesthetical pleasure. And as I learned to appreciate the world around me through my lens, I slowly started to let myself see the beauty in me too. Supportive people also played a key role. Never underestimate the influence surroundings can have on a person. Trusting and bonding with my friends helped me to feel less alone. I'll never forget a silly Halloween photo shoot with my friends, dressed as a old-fashioned aristocrats after committing a crime. We paused on the street, were laughing too loud despite the curious stares. And wonderfully, moments like that, surrounded by safe people, make me realize how much joy comes from living authentically. And also, I believe it helped that I wasn't the only one people stared at. And then, challenging my comfort zone has been most transformative. First, I set small challenges for myself, like refusing to overanalyze every single time I stuttered or took a wrong turn on the street. One bold step was getting a bright red mullet haircut. The reactions were mixed. Some people liked it, some people didn't, and some people just politely smiled, but in their eyes I could tell they hated it. But here's the thing, I didn't care. The world kept spinning. I loved the boldness of such choice, and that was enough. I felt freer than ever. So, how can you begin this journey? Start small. First, for 2 weeks, try to journal daily about things you are proud of or grateful for. This can help you notice the good in yourself, even when the world keeps overwhelming. Second, develop self-awareness to filter the feedback based on your values. Ask yourself if someone's criticism is constructive or they're just projecting their own insecurities. Third, surround yourself with positive, supportive people who lift you up and make you feel safe. And most importantly, say no to those who aren't. Fourth, don't forget to have fun in process. Wear that daring outfit you saved for someday, laugh too loudly on the street, or try something silly. Constantly push your boundaries and experiment with how far you can actually go. Let yourself feel awkward. Believe me, it's liberating when you realize the world keeps spinning anyway. And finally, be kind. Be kind to others, but especially, this time, to yourself. Now, after this video, I want you to look in the mirror and give yourself a compliment you need to hear. Say, hey, pretty, or funny, or smart, or anything actually. Sure, it may feel awkward at first, but remember, confidence is a skill, and every small step builds it. We are often our harshest critics, but we also hold the power to be our greatest supporters. For me, learning to see myself through my own lens instead of the others has been one of the kindest things I've ever done. And now, it's your turn. Good luck.